Cancer, Elsie here to do your reading for the first half of August. Yes, I know I'm a little late, but you know, that's how these things go. I am here to do your reading for, as I said, the first half of August, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Cancer. And if you are someone who is brand new here, thank you for clicking here to watch this video. The only way that I can keep offering opportunities to come watch free readings is if you do click on the subscribe button and that bell button there, so I can notify you when I have more uploads. So if you are someone who is continually coming back to watch, I thank you so much for doing that. And please watch for some updates coming up for changes on the channel. So I am here to do reading Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Cancer. And I'm just going to ask, oh, look at this, I forgot that. That was from the last reading. Let's just do these a little bit more. We are going to take two of these cards, which are Oracle of the Fairy, and this is going to be for advice for the overall energy for this reading. And I'm going to take one of these cards, which are Super Attractor cards. And the Super Attractor cards are made by Gabrielle Bernstein, who you might know by doing the deck that is called The Universe Has Your Back. The Universe Got Your Back, something like that. Yeah, same person that is making this deck here. So the Super Attractor deck is going to give you an idea of what you should be attracting or how you can attract things to you for the first half of August. And really for your life. It's not just the first half of August. I've got one card here that was sticking out. And it is, when I truly surrender my desires to the universe, a mighty force of faith can set in. And it's true. Once you decide that you have turned over your troubles, your problems, anything that you feel you don't have control over, you send that to the universe and they go straight into work mode, trying to figure out things, trying to, you know, play chess with your life, move things out of the way, move things into your path. And so, yeah, I would say that it is a force of faith that will bring you through this. You know, faith is things that are not seen. And sometimes you have to feel it or believe it before you see it. And it's a test. That's what they call a test of faith, right? All right. So we got two cards here, and the first one we have is protection, and it says the fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. So that's for my light worker folks out there. Anytime you're going to embark on some sort of a spiritual journey, whether you're reading cards, whether you're psychic, or whatever it is that you do in the light worker world, please make sure that you have asked for protection. Make sure that you are someone who is going to be protected. And when I do my prayers, sometimes I do it off camera, sometimes I do it on. I always ask for protection when I open up a channel of spirit. Okay, so when spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something that you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and get it done. Get busy and go ahead and do that thing. So it is the fairies of motivation. All right, so I've already prayed over these cards, by the way, and I am going to just ask for the help of Archangel Michael and Archangel Shemiel. They do help me with understanding and guidance through these readings here. So if I could have your help, please, and help from my guides and angels, please. All right. I'm just going to cut these cards. All right, Cancer, what's good? What's good for you? What's for your highest good, Cancer? What does the universe have to tell you that is for your highest good for the first half of August? We start with the Emperor. We move to the Five of Wands. Then we go to the King of Cups. There you are, right there, Cancer. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. Things are moving ahead for you. Yeah, they certainly are. Possibly in the realm of love, or something that you love that you've been waiting on. Are you going to be stepping forward, Cancer? Is that the deal? You're going to be telling someone how you feel, perhaps? And then we have the Queen of Swords. We have the Four of Swords. And the last card is Sideways. Oh, you know what? Take the one underneath, and that is Strength in Reverse. Strength in Reverse is a good card. It is about inner strength. It's not really about being strong for something or for someone else, not no one but yourself, which is good. And then we have financial flexibility here. Also charity, financial stability, charity for... she's the charitable queen. She is the queen who is multitasking. So I have a feeling that you're running here and there, to and fro. You are trying to get everything together for something. I feel like you're helping a lot of people, and maybe some people are helping you as well. But the Queen of Pentacles is someone who loves to help anyone that she can succeed. So... let's look at your reading here. So we go past, present, future. This is a couple months ago. So June, July, August, September, October, November. You can also read them this way, and we will read them all the way around, and I will clarify with my Celtic, Universal Celtic Tarot. We will go into clarification with that. But I like to start with what is at the heart of the matter. So what we have here at the heart of the matter is love. So the Four of Wands is maybe about a relationship stability in relationships, stability in life. The 1111 is usually the first numbers that someone will see when they're seeing signs and symbols. So this is usually the first number that comes forward when you're waking up. You'll see numerology. You'll be sent little pearls of wisdom in terms of numbers. Whenever you find a number that is in succession like this, 1111, 1010, 1212, that kind of thing. Even the time of day, if you just take the time of days at 5:37, then I want you to type into Google, why do I keep seeing 537? Whatever time. But you have to be seeing it multiple times, not in a day, but often. And I think that the 1111 is the first point of where someone actually wakes up into their life and realizes that life has been living them and that they have not been living their life, that it's time for them to move forward. All right. So let me take a look here. So I see that you've been in indecision. So in the past, in the last couple of months, I see that you've been in indecision. It could be to do with business. It could be to do with love. I tend to think that it has to do with business because I do see the Emperor here. And the Emperor is someone who is the ruler of the empire, father of the deck. You could be a father. You don't have to be. This can also be the energy of someone who is a female. If you're the kind of person who has decided you're just going to take charge now and it's going to be in your hands rather than you leaving it in someone else's hands, then this is definitely your energy. This is the card of Aries, by the way, so you could be an Aries or dealing with an Aries. And the Emperor is someone who is taking charge of the Five of Wands, and that is being in two minds about something. So your higher brain, your lower brain are arguing. Higher brain is all revved up and ready to go. Lower brain wants to relax. You're kind of, should I, shouldn't I? Should I move forward with this? I'm undecided whether I should move forward with this or not. But I think you're going to take charge, and you're going to overturn this Five of Wands here. You're going to take charge, and I feel as though that you are going to take charge as though you were an Aries. So that tells me that perhaps it is business that we're talking about. Could be love. Five of Wands is indecision. It's you sort of arguing with yourself as to whether you will do it or not. But I believe here you do actually come into your own here. So you come into your own energy of, Cancer. This is also Scorpio, Pisces, but you come into yourself, Cancer, and you do stand on your feet like the king would. You are ready to, take control of whatever it is that you need to take control of. Is it love? Is it fear? We're looking here at a dove or a serpent. You are carrying along this cup, and you know, some of it is about to spill out because you've kind of been not really very sturdy. And I think that you haven't been sturdy in the things that you've been thinking about, maybe highly emotional, not really knowing what to do next. But I think that you have decided that you are going to overcome between you, who's empathic and deep, someone who is very good at romance and love, that you are also going to come out as an Aries, and you are going to take control of those indecisions and thoughts that you've been having. You could be interested in someone who is an earth sign. That would be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. And I do see him looking there. And I think that you have finally decided that you're no longer going to be in indecision, that you are going to move forward. And regardless of whether you're ready to move forward or not, I see that the universe is moving you forward. Major Arcana card, the Wheel. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor, and it is bringing you love. Or maybe stability. Stability in the things that you're doing, stability in your business. But I have a feeling that it's that the Wheel of Fortune is turning your head towards spirituality. I don't think that you thought that you would ever do that, Cancer. I don't think that you thought that you would ever watch tarot readings, or that you would ever believe that there actually is the universe at work for you, that life is working for you and not against you. I feel as though that this has taken a long time for you to come to terms with this. This is the Seven of Pentacles, and you know, Pentacles are earth energy, very grounded, very practical, and I think that that you, even though you are a water sign, that you are very grounded and very practical, and you are someone who is, you know, in business and loving business, but you've been waiting for a very long time on this thing that you love, and it is time for you to move forward on that thing, whatever it is that is going to give you stability, because you have been holding it off for a while. You've been arguing within yourself here, wondering if you should take control or be a little more passive, or take control or be a little more passive. And the reason that you've been in two minds is because of this Five of Wands. But I can tell you now with the Wheel of Fortune here that you don't really have any choice other than to move forward. So the universe is saying, okay, it's time. Cancer, it's time. You've waited on it. You've thought it over. You've decided yes or no 100 times. It's time for us to push you, and it's time for you to jump off the edge and into this thing that you love. You've been waiting on it a long time, and you've been waiting for the right time. I believe now is the right time. So the Queen of Swords is here, and the Queen of Swords is an air sign. Interestingly enough, this is the, well, no, you've got Four Swords here, but in a different kind of manner. But we've got the Queen of Swords, who is someone who can be really harsh, really biting. She is someone who really doesn't mince words. She is always transforming. You can see the butterflies that are around her here. She does have her sword pointing up, which tells me that she does have something to say, and that it's unlikely to be kind. So this could be perhaps someone who is in your life. Maybe it is a spouse, maybe it's an ex, maybe it's somebody who is in your life, and this person is preventing your rest. This person is someone that you're thinking about all the time, and I don't mean in a good way. I mean that this is someone who is almost kind of interfering in your thoughts, and you're not sleeping well, you're not taking care of yourself very well. For whatever reason, you feel as though you could be attacked by the Queen at any moment, and you're going to have to be ready to defend yourself. So you are not going into rest mode. You are staying at the ready, waiting to fight off anyone that may come by to attack you, or your ideas or your thoughts. So I think that this Four of Swords is telling you that it's time for you to lay down and rest, that the Queen will wait. The Queen and her sharp words, she will wait. She will also cut anybody out that she needs to cut out of her life in order to move forward. And so this person may not be someone. This may be an action that you're ready to take after you heal. You may be ready to cut someone out of your life after you feel healed enough to do that. I tend to think it's the other scenario. I think think this could be someone that's in your life that may have been an ex or someone that you've had words with, something like that. Someone who is going to kind of be in the background, sort of bugging you for, you know, time and eternity. And I think that's why we're getting this this card of self-love here, the strength, the inner strength. Universe is telling you, you know, this is a major arcana card, and the universe is telling you that you're going to need a lot of inner strength in order to deal with the Queen of Swords here. And if she does get too much to deal with, then maybe it's just time to, you know, play her own game and cut her out. I say her because there's a woman on the card, but it could be energy of male or female. We are not reading genetics here. We are reading energy, right? All right, so I'm looking at the Emperor here, and the Emperor is, I believe, because you've decided now that you are going to take control of the situation. This is why your Wheel of Fortune is turning forward, and I believe it's going to help you temper this Queen of Swords, who I think is someone who's been a bit of a thorn in your side. The Five of Wands here, your indecision, has now organized itself into decision. And I think you are going to decide finally to take care of yourself, to love yourself, give yourself stability. When this wheel turns forward, I believe that whatever you've been waiting on is now something that is going to come to fruition. The King of Cups, which is you, the King of Cups here, emotional, vulnerable, sometimes a little bit, you know, the pot can boil over a little bit. Sometimes you can get a little bit cantankerous. I think that you've been waiting to deal with this Queen of Swords who's kind of got you on edge, and it's going to require that you have a lot of inner strength to do that. Let's figure out what else is going on here. Let's get some details. So why is the Emperor here, please? Clarify the Emperor. Why is the Emperor here, please? Clarify the Emperor. Why is the Emperor here, please? The Emperor is here to show you that you do have strength. That you do have strength, and that you are someone who has always made the decisions, and you will go forward making the decisions because you're strong. Then we have you in the Hanged Man. Now, you don't necessarily want to ruffle feathers, but if you have to, you will. And this Hanged Man is looking at any other perspective. So looking at any other way that things can move forward with the Wheel of Fortune without you having to deal with the Queen of Swords. The King of Swords is here too, which tells me that at one point you two may have been married. But I feel that the wheel's turning forward and that you're taking control. So I don't feel as though you are married anymore, but I do feel as though you are ready to speak up to anybody who is ready to tell you that you can't take control. High Priestess tells me that you're actually quite intuitive, and I knew that because of the King of Cups. The King is quite intuitive. So the High Priestess also is someone who is holding secrets. I'm going to clarify this one specifically right now, but the Six of Pentacles tells me that all you want really is your part. You want it to be even. You want reciprocity. You want to be able to take the assets out of the marriage. You want to be able to take the assets out of the home. You want to just have what is yours, your nest egg, without having to share it with anyone. Let's use the Rose Lenormand here. Why is the High Priestess here? What is she hiding, please? What is she hiding? Let's put this over here. Is she hiding any secrets, please? She is the Keeper of Secrets. What is she hiding? Oh, okay. So she's just here. She's not, you know, she hasn't, there's mountains that are going to have to be moved. You know, you are going to take control of this whole situation here, but you are going to have to move mountains in order to be able to move forward. And so it's not going to be easy. You're going to have to push those mountains over. Is there anything else you need to tell us about the High Priestess, please? The Whip. So yeah, it looks like it is going to be a hard time. It's not going to be easy, and it is. It's because of children in the marriage. So it's going to be a tough go. She may, or he may, whoever the partner is, may want to either begin again with you, have a child with you, or may want to bring forward not bring forward, but it may be hard for you to break this relationship because there is a child involved and you really don't want to have to deal with divorce in the middle of everything else you're dealing with here. So the Five of Wands is here, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, which is the card of, working hard. So you have been working hard to try and make this decision, and you've decided that you are going to actually go forward with a divorce. So you are closing a chapter here, and you're moving along as the King of Cups as you are. And the King of Cups here is clarified by the Temperance card. So you want to remain in temperance, not too hot, not too cold, while you are sitting on your throne, right? You're the King of Cups. You're trying to keep yourself in balance because you are going to be closing this old chapter from over here, and it is going to be a tough one to move. Then we have the Four of Swords, which tells me to make sure that you're eating right, sleeping right. If you are passionate about this new thing that has come forward here, then you will take care of yourself. The Death card is here. You're just done. You're done with all of this stuff back here, and it's the end. So you are transforming. You're transforming from this person who was in this relationship that you felt you had no control over. You're now in control. You're closing the chapter, and you're now back into your own skin, which is the King of Cups skin, and that you have decided that the transformation was necessary so you could get back to being who you were. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here, please? Wheel of Fortune, clarify. Wheel of Fortune. I call this the none of your business card because sometimes I just can't clarify it. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune is moving you forward to a new start. So a new calculated risk, a new calculated start. So something that you thought over for quite some time, something that you love that's going to give you stability, and something you've been holding off on because you weren't sure if you should move forward. Well, I don't care if you're sure or if you're not, but the universe is saying you're moving forward. So if you're not jumping off the cliff, you're going to get pushed. So you might as well jump, right? Four of Wands. Why is that card here? Four of Wands. Four of Wands is here because of the Three of Swords. Someone broke your heart. I believe it went on back here. Someone broke your heart. The thing is that the Three of Swords is really about what's up in your mind because it is an air card. It is about connections, communication, and thoughts. So I feel as though you had stability, and the person that you were with broke your heart. And I'm not really entirely sure how that went down, but that person broke your heart, and you decided that you were just going to move forward. That's too many cards. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? I don't think you wanted to get out of that relationship right away. That's what I'm feeling. And I feel like you tried to keep it as it was, and that you tried to keep that relationship intact. I see the Four of Pentacles here. You played everything close to the chest. So even though things were, you knew they were falling in half, you kept it close to the chest and you just didn't show anybody your feelings. And I think because you did that, I think that your partner realized that, and everything just kind of fell in half at that point. We have the Three of Cups. There may have been a third-party connection. So your partner may have had someone, or you may have had someone. There may have been some on both sides, but there was a third-party connection here. And you wanted to wait to see what was going to happen in that situation, to see if you were the one that was going to have to walk away. And it turned out that you were the one that walked away anyway. So the Two of Wands is here. It put you right at the crossroads, right? You then had a clean slate, and then you could decide which way you were going. Who is the Queen of Swords, and why is she here? Queen of Swords is the Queen of Wands. Okay, so she is very fiery, kind of adamant. Maybe she or he. I'm saying she because there's a female on the card. She's someone who took charge. She's someone who just reached out and grabbed what she wanted. No asking. No, really harsh with her words. Things were kind of iffy for a very long time until you just kind of had enough and it was done. But I think that now that the wheel is moving forward here, you're going to have a lot of support from the universe to do the things that you want to do. No more broken heart here. It's up to you to be stable. It's up to you. You've waited long enough for this stability, and it's time for you to to work out what's going on with your Queen of Wands here. Queen of Swords, who is also the Queen of Wands. So we have the Seven of Wands, which is clarifying the Four of Swords. You've been, it's almost as if you've been holding back on yourself, self-sabotage. I feel like the Seven of Wands is a little bit of self-sabotage, especially when it comes up over the Four of Swords, because the Four of Swords is about taking care, about meditation, manifestation, all those things that you should be doing for yourself and for your health. But then comes the Seven of Wands, and now you're defensive. And I believe that took energy away from you taking care of yourself. You just wanted justice in this whole thing. You just wanted it to be over so you could move forward into the energy here in the center of the reading. Now, we are looking now into the future energy. So I feel as though you are going to get your justice. That when I see the justice come up and the death card come up, to me this means that there is, and the world card, this means that there is a relationship that went dead, that you moved away, or you were the one to leave, and then after you finally got this stuff sorted out, thinking, not thinking, thinking, not thinking, that it is moving now. The wheel is moving in your moving forward for you, and it's time for you to have your new start. So this is where you start to finally live your life, and this is where you get a handle on the X, and where you finally get your justice here. Your life gets back into balance because you're dropping those burdens. You're no longer believing all of those things that were said about you by them. You're no longer believing that you're not good enough. That you don't have a worth. Maybe you were emasculated. Maybe someone was verbally abusive with you. And you dropped all those burdens, and you decided to go back to someone from your past, or you decided to go back to the basics. You made a really big decision that it was time to leave this relationship behind and move on to something, because it was time to work on your inner strength. This Judgment card could also be that you maybe you struck up with someone from the past, or someone from the past is going to be coming forward to strike up conversation with you because they know you're single now. The Strength card, inner strength, Page of Pentacles, which tells me that you're trying to gather some inner strength because of this Judgment card here. You're trying to gather the inner strength in order to be able to speak to someone from your past. What else do we have here? We have the Ten of Swords. You just want to come to the end of your pain, and you're going to do that by having the inner strength. And then we have the Knight of Swords here. Something you're not expecting is coming to light. And could that be, a brand new start. So the stork can also bring children, of course. There could be someone who's going to turn out pregnant, or this could just be a brand new start for you, and a start that you didn't expect. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. And let's pull a couple of cards here from our surrender deck. Give you a little bit of information about, things that you should be surrendering to, or things that you should be surrendering that no longer serve you, Cancer. And we've got this one, and we've got that one. All right. Surrender to addictions. No, surrender your addictions. Don't ever surrender to addictions, please. Whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. And I believe that this has a lot to do with this Four of Swords coming up here. And I don't believe that you're addicted to anything sinister, but it could be more like overworking, or people, or just trying to hide whatever is going on in the background, not paying attention to it, and replacing that with something that you're doing too much. Then surrender worry. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them in and out of your body. Focus on power of your heart, and have faith that spirit is guiding you always. I believe that they are. You've got protection here. You've got protection. Don't forget that the universe is here to work for you, not against you, Cancer. And I think that for the longest time you felt as though the universe was working against you. no longer true. Okay, Cancer, that's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for coming by. If this does resonate with you, I hope that you'll leave me a message. I also hope that you'll hit the submit button on the way out if you're new. If you're interested in anything else that I'm doing, like the nails, the gel moment nails, it is gel polish, or if you're interested in this new coffee gig that I've got going on, go ahead and read down below. And if you're interested in that, give me an email at elsie@tenofcupstarot.ca and I'll fill you in with more information. Thank you very much for coming by. Okay, bye now.